You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. We got a mailbag on tap for the real ones. Let's start with a question or a super chat coming in from Anya Neezy. Says, hashtag Knicks, do you see the Knicks winning the East this year? Winning the East, there's absolutely a possibility that could happen. If the Knicks would have played the Celtics this past year in the Eastern Conference, I would have liked our chances against them considering how much we dominated them in the regular season, especially without Jalen Brunson. They're just a mentally weak team, and I think the Knicks' strengths match up well with the Celtics' weaknesses. They're weak on the boards. They're weak at the playmaking position. We provide perimeter defense, and we dominate on the board. So I think we'd be a good matchup with the Celtics. But speaking on this year, do I see them winning the East? No, but do I think it is possible? Yes, I do think there's a chance they could come out of the Eastern Conference, especially if they make a blockbuster trade at the NBA trade deadline. Harrison Graham coming in with a question. What up, Harrison? Should the Knicks bring back Tim Hardaway Jr.? The Mavs are open to trading him. Off first thought, no, I do not want to trade for Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't need a third stint in New York for him. But he is a solid player, right? 14 points per game this past year. He shot 40% from the field, which is not good, but he shot 38.5% from downtown, which is an elite number in this league. I just don't think the 31-year-old scoring guard is a need for the Knicks anymore. I wonder if he would want to be here after we've signed him and traded him twice up to this point. I would have to pass on Tim Hardaway Jr. I know the Mavs are open to trading him, but I'm good on that front. Ben over, you get it. The Knicks, how many wins do you see the Knicks getting this year? I see 55 minimum. 55 minimum. I hope you're right, my man. I'm going to go with 48 wins for the Knicks this year. 48 wins for the Knicks is where I'm setting it at. Las Vegas has the Knicks over-under when it comes to wins at 43.5. I'm going to bet the over because I like to make money, and I know ball. Knicks going to win more games than that, barring, tough injuries that they'd have to overcome to probably Jalen Brunson or somebody like that. But I'm going to go 48 wins as a good number. I could see them winning more. I'd be upset if they lost one less games than that, but I'm going to go 48 wins for the New York Knicks this year. 48, and what would that be? 33? 48 and 33? 48 and 34. 48 and 34. That's 82. Not good at math. That's why I talk ball. I'll ask you this question, though. What seed will the Knicks be this year? Will they be a top 1, 2 seed? Will they be a top 4 seed, a top 6 seed? Will they be the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th? What seed will the New York Knicks be this upcoming year in the Eastern Conference? Sound off for me down in the comment section. Wilma Defit coming in says, what's the salary cap move for Quickley and Grimes? Salary cap move? The move is to extend Immanuel Quickley because he's going to be a free agent after this season, so you want to get a deal done with him. He will also be on the books in 2025, like we've talked about in prior episodes, if he's not traded. I would extend Immanuel Quickley. I'd give him 5 years, $100 million, $20 million a pop. Does he take that? I don't know. What does he want? Sounds like he wants more than $20 million. My first offer would be 5 for $100. I'd see if he'd accept that. I'd also like to see him do it again this upcoming year before I give him a contract extension if I'm allowed. But if you wait till this year's over, he's going to be able to test free agency. And the last time you could offer him an extension, I believe, is up until the NBA trade deadline. So you got to keep these two guys on the team. I think they are your most valuable trade chips on this roster. They're young, and they're still really, really good, and they're not even close to their ceiling as players. So, yeah, whatever I got to do, I'm keeping around Immanuel Quickley and Quentin Grimes. Trovesis, what up, fam? He says, in another universe, what do you think a Dame trade looks like for the Knicks? R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier, and I'm sure they are going to want one of Quickley or Grimes. I wouldn't be willing to do that, and I think it's going to cost you 2-3 unprotected first-round picks. I'm out on trading for Damian Lillard. No, the last team to win an NBA Finals with two guards, 6'3" or under, are the Isaiah Thomas Detroit Pistons with Joe Dumars. And it's a totally different game now. You got to be able to defend. You got to be able to have a versatile offensive scoring attack. I think that Dame and Brunson will win a lot of games in the regular season. Shoot, you might be a better regular season team. But is that the move that puts you to the top? Is that the move that makes you a serious NBA Finals contender? If the answer is yes, you make the move. But I think the answer is no. So therefore, I'm not making the move. JJ, what up, man? Says, which young player do you think is the most likely to take a leap next year? I'll say Grimes. I would say Grimes as well when it comes to taking a leap. But I think that Immanuel Quickley will once again be the Knicks' best young player. He already took that huge leap this past year, so it's going to be tough for him to take another leap. But I do expect him to be better because that's what he's going to do. He's going to continue to get better and better every single game. But I'm going to go with Grimes. I think he's going to become more of a well-rounded offensive player. I think he's going to improve his ball handling. I think he's going to become a better playmaker and even a better defender. He was already one of the best young defenders in this league, and with the matchup difficulty that he had every night, drawing the best offensive player on opposing teams, I think he's going to be better from that. We saw in the playoffs, he played great defense against Jimmy Butler. I'm expecting Grimes to be the real deal this year and potentially compete for most improved player in the NBA. Make sure you all are subscribed to New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. So go down right now, take 2 seconds, hit that big red sub button. It would help us out a lot. It would let my boss know we want to do more videos because more subs equals more videos. Subscribe to the channel. Ronald Bunting, what's up, bruh? Says, why not trade for the Greek Freak? I'd take him over anyone we have talked about yet. Because to make a trade, you got to have two to tango, right? And I'm not sure the Milwaukee Bucks want to trade Giannis. Look, if they don't sign that contract extension that he's eligible for up until October, then maybe we talk more and more about trading for Giannis. Giannis would be number one on my trade targets list, no doubt about it. But I just don't think the Milwaukee Bucks are in the camp right now where they are willing and wanting and motivated to move on from Giannis. There's no doubt, though. Giannis and Brunson would be special at MSG. Would love to see it. How likely? Don't think it's all that likely, to be honest with you, my man. Wilma coming in with a question says, when do you Tibbs' time is up? When do I think it's up? If the Knicks don't get to the second round this year, I think Tibbs' seat will get hot. Shoot, if the Knicks don't make the playoffs, they may fire him. Yeah, like once he falls amazingly short of expectation, I think his time is up. He continues to overexceed like he did this year in the 2022-2023 season, like he did in 2020 and 2021 where he overexceeded. He's going to keep this job. But if the Knicks take a step back, they fall short of expectations, you could see Tom Thibodeau on the chopping block. Fabian Williams, what up, bro? He says, do you think we'll have multiple All-Stars, and who are they? I'd hope so, right? Can we get Jalen Brunson in the All-Star game? He's the best damn point guard in the Eastern Conference, and he didn't make the All-Star game. Guys like Tyrese Halliburton, whose team was multiple games under 500, made the All-Star game. DeMar DeRozan made the All-Star game. Team was were they under 500? Under 500. I think there was another guy that I was upset with at the time when the list came out. Yeah. Get Jalen Brunson in the All-Star game. Him, Julius Randle. Look, if you have Randle make the All-Star game again, that means he's had a really good start of the season, and Brunson should be in there. Can we get a third with RJ Barrett? I'm not sure, but that's got to be his goal this year. As always, I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in to New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I love doing these mailbags where we just get to chop it up and go one-on-one with the audience. So if you want more of this content, hit that thumbs up icon right now so I can tell the bosses what the deal is.